In this video, I'm going to share with you how to fix that issue. That way your clothes start fitting better, and that way you look good when you're naked too. All right. And so with that said, this is a common issue with a lot of the successful men and women that reach out to me because they do have demanding careers, and so on the weekends they do tend to try to have a little bit of a social life, kick back with the family, and just enjoy themselves. But they find themselves on Monday feeling tired. They find themselves on Monday, clothes not fitting. They find themselves on Mondays feeling, sluggish and bloated and things like that, brain fog. And so, how do we avoid this issue? These are things that I help a lot of my clients out with because they used to struggle with them too. So, the first thing is this: preparation. Okay, say it with me: preparation. Most people, they prepare for the week, on Sunday or Saturday, they, go grocery shopping, or they get the food delivered to them, or they maybe have some meal prep delivered to them on a Saturday or Sunday for the upcoming week. But then when the weekend come around, there's no more food in the house. And if there's no more food in the house except maybe some junk food and some snacks, that's what people tend to overeat on junk food, or they find themselves going out to eat and eating a lot of takeout, a lot of pizza, a lot of burgers, all these different things. Even though you can still eat these things, they just have no structure around how they're doing it. And so they gain a lot of weight. Their stomach is getting bigger. They're feeling sluggish and tired. Okay. And so this is what you want to do: preparation, not just for the week, but also the weekend. Okay, because if you're working hard in the gym, you have your career, you're working hard in your career, you're doing your meal prep, you're eating properly during the week, but then on the weekends, you're basically like self-sabotaging. You have to start preparing for the week and the weekend. Okay, like something that I do on like a Thursday or a Friday, I'll have Instacart or Uber Eats to deliver food to my home. That way I have food in the house and I'm not just eating junk food all day. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing you want to do is stay active. Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean you still can't do some short, impactful workouts or even just some cardio to keep your body moving. Just because you took off doesn't mean your health and your body needs to take off. Okay? It doesn't have to be extremely intense or hard workout. It could just be a walk. It could be a 25, 30-minute workout like I just did. I just left the gym and it's just 20, 25 minutes. No more than 30 minutes. That was it. You know, I feel great, enough energy to do a live. I just did a live on Instagram. I'm doing a live on YouTube now. Got tons of energy. I'm not feeling wiped out, and I got enough energy to still go home and cook my brunch and do a little bit more work before I hang out and go on a date later on. You see what I'm saying? And so very, very important to prepare ahead of time. Very, very important to still stay active. Okay, you don't want to just do nothing on the weekends because that sedentary lifestyle makes you tired. Like guys, being sedentary is what's causing a lot of people to have heart disease these days. Is what's causing a lot of people to have high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, because you're not moving and being active enough to work off that energy of the processed food and all the excess foods that you're eating and the alcohol and things like that. So you got to move. Okay. So that's the second thing you want to do. Uh, Third thing you want to do is you want to reduce your meals, guys, because on the weekends, and I would say this is for the weekends, but also even when you travel, because I do this for the weekends and when I travel. I reduce my meals to 2 meals a day because on the weekends and when I travel, these meals that we tend to eat on the weekends and traveling, they're calorie heavy because we're enjoying ourselves. It might be a pizza, it might be some pasta, it might be some lasagna, it might be, pancakes, waffle, whatever it is. It just has way more calories. And so imagine if you're eating these types of foods that have a lot more calories, but you're still eating 3 meals. 3 meals, like that's excess amount of calories. So you have to be mindful around your energy. Calories is just a metric of energy. If you overconsume on calories, this is how you have excess belly fat. Fat is just excess weight that your body was not able to burn off. That's what happened when you start to develop a lot of body fat. Okay. And when you have a very high stressful life, that increases our cortisol hormone, makes it even harder to burn body fat, guys. So you have to be mindful around your energy. If you eat a lot of junk food the entire weekend, you're going to notice that your energy is going to go low, but your belly fat and your weight is going to go up. So you're going to feel tired. You can't do that, guys. You can't do that. Especially when you're somebody who's successful, you're a high achiever. You have people who depend on you. You have a career, you have people at work who depend on you, and you have family who depends on you. You have to be dialed in. You can't afford to miss. What's your life going to look like if you allow things to continue to go the way they've been going? What's your life going to look like a year from now, 5 years from now, if you're not happy with how your clothes fit now? If you notice that your health isn't where you want it to be at, you're already stressing and worrying about your energy and your health. Where's it going to be at? A year, 5 years, 10 years from now, if you don't start making some changes now. This stuff gets harder the longer you wait. It gets harder because we're getting older. All right, we don't have the same energy. And so we have to optimize our body. We have to improve our habits. That way we can buy back time. This game is not just about weight loss. This game is about longevity. Who can stay in the game the longest and perform at a high level? Preparation, staying active, being strategic around your energy intake. Something as simple as cutting back to 2 meals on the weekends for each day. Okay. Saturday, 2 meals. Sunday, 2 meals. Maybe even Friday, 2 meals. You see what I'm saying? I haven't eaten yet. I've just had a protein shake. I'm getting ready to eat after I get done doing this live. Eat brunch, then maybe another snack. Then later on this evening, I'll go on a date, eat me another big meal. That's it. This is being strategic. And this is just one of the strategies, one of the many strategies that I use and that I teach my successful coaching clients, you know, where we do weekly group coaching calls, weekly check-ins, weigh-ins, progress photos, meal plans, workout plans designed to fit their life, that way they can be consistent with their routine, but it gives them flexibility and structure. This is how you do it, guys. You can't just wing it. You can't just have a generic meal plan, a generic workout, cookie cutter workout plan. And yeah, you could potentially lose weight, but can you sustain the weight loss? Most times people can't sustain the weight loss. They start and fall off because they don't have a plan that allows them to be able to enjoy themselves on the weekend or when they're traveling. They're like, oh man, I can't eat out with if I gotta eat this chicken and broccoli. I gotta eat salads this whole time. Who want to do that? You can't even enjoy your social life that way. And so this is why restrictive diets don't work. This is why those generic diets don't work long term. Restrictive and generic can work, but I'm talking long term. And so if you're the type of person who's like me, you're focused on longevity. You want to have energy year round. You want to look and feel good year round. You don't want to have to stress and worry about your health, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, paying expensive doctor visits and medications. You have to focus on longevity. You have to focus on having a plan that supports your way of living, your body, your fitness level. This is how you get results and you're able to keep them confidently. Like, guys, it's never even a thought that I'm going to gain weight. I haven't even thought, it's not even a thought. It's never been a thought, man, I might get a big stomach. Man, I might develop man boobs. It's not even a thought, guys. If I ever go through low energy, I'm aware of the type of foods that I'm eating that cause me to have low energy. Because there are foods that I eat also, the pleasure-based foods on the weekends that cause my energy to drop. But I'm aware of it. And I'm aware of when I eat these things, hey, might not need to eat these types of foods a lot. There's certain foods I might not need to eat at all during the week because they're going to sabotage my energy. Which, if I want to perform at a high level on the weekdays and on the weekends, I can't eat certain foods all the time. It has to be more in moderation. There has to be some strategy behind these things. There has to be some intentionality, being purposeful with your energy intake and the quality of foods you're eating on certain days of the week when you need to show up and be your best self in your career or in your personal life. Okay? This is how you do it, guys. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. The people who are all or nothing, they all in or they're not in at all, those are the types of people who struggle. There has to be flexibility in being our life is not rigid. We're not robots, okay? And so you have to have something that a plan that fits and works with your life and doesn't work against your life. All right. When you have this, you're able to still enjoy yourself and lose the belly fat. You're able to still enjoy yourself and lose the weight. Be worry free when it comes to health issues like high blood pressure, sleep apnea, and type 2 diabetes, and heart disease because you live in that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? If you would like this type of help, I'll drop a link down below in the description. You can check it out and learn more. But other than that, guys, appreciate your support, and we out of here. See y'all on